Hi everyone, it's Madison again, and look, I have a special guest who's been a guest actually for the last 2 episodes, but she's mic'd up, she's on camera. Annamarie, hello.
Oh, hello, Madison.
Hello.
I have to talk right here.
Yep.
Yes.
Right, I can't look over at you.
No,
I know.
You can look at her. You just gotta like generally talk towards the mic.
There we go. Strained conversation topic.
Hi.
Yeah, I mean it's hard enough
Strained
it's hard enough keeping me still. I'm sure it's a good thing you probably have that microphone instead of the one that I have. But yeah, we have Annamarie on camera today because we have lots of stories times.
Yes,
for
lots to
this
discuss.
3rd installment of Help Me Mom. And of course, we still got Steven behind there, making sure everyone sounds good and everyone looks good, right?
Yeah, I can try as hard as I can, but
Steven.
Yeah. Well, apparently we're getting a new camera next week, and that camera is going to film us in 4K.
Even better.
And yeah, I think moving forward, I will need to be wearing makeup if that's the.
Do you not have any makeup on?
I have no makeup on right now.
Your lashes are so dark.
Oh,
even I have some makeup on.
You do?
No.
You put on a little
No.
concealer?
I like looked at him, I was like, what?
He was practicing some stuff while you were gone.
Surprise.
But awesome. Well, I mean, first of all, happy 2/22/22.
Oh, is that
Oh
today?
yeah,
Yeah,
that
today-
is what today is.
Today is Palindrome Day, and also it's just plenty. It's Tuesday.
Ah.
Yeah. Do any of you know what that means?
Wow.
Palindrome?
Yeah. Well,
Or what?
yeah.
Palindrome
I guess
is like the same
palindrome.
thing forward as it is backwards, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the date can be read both directions.
okay.
And I saw something on Twitter too. Someone said it was a different form of drone, which not only can it be read left to right, it can be read up and down, to upside down and like right side up.
Oh.
And it'll be 222. So it's a special day, but you know, on the topic of Steven's favorite conversation, do you know like the
Oh, God.
astrology relation?
Ooh,
No,
here we go.
Are
I
you
do not
familiar
know.
with angel numbers?
Buckle up.
Through all
I
my
have
research, I've
heard
not
of
come
angel
across
numbers.
this.
You've never come across angel numbers?
No, and I have done an extensive amount of research.
Oh, really?
No. No.
I'm like, you caught me off guard for a
No,
second. I was
this
like,
is
wait.
why. Like when we were at Winter House, like, when Steven was like saying some joke, and like you guys were like, "Really?" And I was like, "No,
No,
he's lying."
Don't listen to him. All right, you joker. Well, in case everyone's not familiar, like Steven here, angel numbers and numerology, they kind of go hand in hand. I guess one of these days on the podcast, I'll have to read your angel numbers based on your birthday.
I cannot wait.
Hey, it's fascinating. It's fascinating.
I didn't know
think
there
so.
were angel numbers like for a specific birthday. I thought it was just like the number 11, like
Yeah.
1 and 1.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like for specific days.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it on another day, but you like add them up or whatever, and it gives you like a single number, and like that's like the number of your life path, whatever.
Oh, okay.
But with angel numbers, they're like any sort of repeating pattern, so like 222, 33, whatever. And they all mean sort of different things, especially when you see them. And they're angel numbers because they're supposed to be numbers that are sent kind of like down from you, from people, and at that moment in time, it's something you're supposed to focus on. So 2, as you could probably guess, it's like a duality component.
Mm-hmm.
So today is all about unifying your close partnerships and your close friendships. And so you don't want to fight on this day. You want to just strengthen your bond. So
Wow.
keep that in consideration. Just thought
Steven,
I'd tell
no
you.
fighting.
Wow, we can't have our nightly fight.
Our nightly
Yeah,
fight.
nightly fight. I know. I was like, guess I got to yell at Chris yesterday because I can't yell at him today.
Get it all out.
But yeah, so it's a great time to manifest harmony in your close relationships.
Wow. Good to
So
know.
that's what we'll do today,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're manifesting harmony.
But yeah, but Annamarie is on camera because for once out of these now 3 podcasts, it's not going to be all about me and all of my stories. I still have plenty of stories to talk about, but we actually didn't record last week. And for a lot of different reasons, it was probably for the best. The number one reason being that Steven and Annamarie were physically not here. Mm-hmm. You guys were in the Grand Canyon.
We were.
And not just visiting the Grand Canyon, they were in.
At the bottom.
Did you go all the way down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, before I get ahead of myself, who
Anyways.
wants to explain what the heck you guys did? Because all I was able to say was that you guys had to like enter a lottery to get the tickets, and
It took like
you had to camp.
we entered that like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Just to
It
get
took
the
us
permit.
like a good like year and a half to like actually be able to get these permits.
And okay, so it's hiking permits that allow you just into like
It's
a special area.
camping permits. So like
We got the camping permits.
Anyone can hike into
Oh
the
yeah,
Grand
you can
Canyon,
just go. Like
but-
you could have gone like with us and just like hike down, but then you couldn't like spend the night. You would have had to go out.
You have to leave.
Oh,
by
It's
nighttime, yeah.
permits to stay actually at the bottom
Okay.
at Phantom Ranch, which is like the little place down there.
how many people were down there?
Like 30?
30 or so.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
like
That's a
there's
good
like
amount.
there's campsites, and then there's also like little cabins you can rent out. Those are like much more expensive. We just did like little tent camping
Oh,
thing.
so there's, like,
some people where you can like go and like stay in like little group cabins and like then, but I mean was a little out of our
Yeah,
price
and
range.
you can get down there doing. You don't even have to hike down. You can ride the.
Oh yeah, you
mules.
can ride a donkey down.
You
not a
guys should have
donkey.
told me. I could have tagged along.
The donkeys are really cute.
The-
The mules,
people-
sorry.
did people do
sorry,
it?
the mules.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
A certain type of person. Someone.
very like rich and old.
Yeah.
Like
And looks
just,
like they couldn't walk the 10 miles.
Yeah.
Okay.
To the
It's
bottom.
yeah,
Oh, so
most
it's
like
10 miles.
able-bodied people are like
Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
just
it was
walk
10
down.
miles down.
Yeah, 10 miles down, 10 miles out. It's like
Mm-hmm.
5,000 plus feet of elevation change.
but
Oh my
only
God.
like going out, like going in. That's like
It's
'cause
obviously
the
easy.
first day when we went down into the canyon, I think we had like an elevation gain of like 50 feet or something like that. That's what it gets set on our
What?
little map. Like because we were going down, we only went up like a tiny little bit, like in little
Oh,
sun
yeah, but that
sections.
still counts as elevation change.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 2,500 down and then 2,500 out.
Yeah,
So,
so
like,
we lost 2,500 feet down, but like
which is nice going down. You don't really feel it, although she
Right.
felt it.
the
next
second day, we got out of the tent. I physically could not walk. I was like,
Why?
Forrest Gump, like right in the beginning of the movie when he has like the leg braces.
Oh, yeah, his,
Yeah.
like,
That's what I
his-
was doing. I had
his
the
leg-
Forrest Gump
I
like
kept calling her Forrest Gump because she's like,
I couldn't bend my
legs.
knees because I would be like walking like I couldn't like flex my foot like this. Like I like physically my foot was like stuck
Because you
like
were
this.
sore or like
Because
with
my
the-
calves were so sore because like from going down like all like I
Oh,
mean it's like
embracing
steps
yourself.
and we have like a 30-pound bag on our back.
Uh-huh.
And so like
yeah.
going down with all
That-
that weight,
Uh-huh.
I mean, my calves were shot. It was
So-
horrible.
So did you do 10 miles in a day or did you
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
how long does that take you?
going down, it was like 3 hours.
3 hours or so.
Coming
Oh.
out, it was like 4.5 or
Yeah.
5.
Oh.
About 5, I think.
Yeah.
It took us a while to get out because you're going up like it's like 5,000 feet of elevation. It's basically going from like, what is it? It's like the Phantom Ranch down to the bottom where we
Yeah.
stayed is like the same elevation as Phoenix. And so
Okay.
we like it's like we were up at the Grand Canyon and walked down to Phoenix
Yeah.
and lost all that elevation gain and then had to go right back up.
Yeah.
Which
So
was
if it only
intense.
took you 3 hours to go down the first day, what time did you guys start? Is there like a specific start
We
time you
start-
have to?
There's a bus to take you over.
Mm-hmm.
You could get over other ways, but it took us over at 9 o'clock. You could have gone at 8, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that early
Early
of a
riser.
person.
Yeah.
And so we went over at 9 with a bunch of other people with backpacks.
started
and
like 9:30, 9:45ish,
Yeah.
and then got down there, and then we
Yeah.
just got to hang out, and then we spent the whole rest of the day. Like the next day, we just hung out. We didn't because I mean my legs were dead, and we just hung out. And like there's like bridges, and like there's the Colorado River down there.
Oh, so you just kind of like explore. and- Oh, okay.
Yeah, so then we just stayed down there, and then the next day we got the mules. We hired donkeys to carry our backpacks out. There's some people who like strap on the 30 pounds again and go out like with it, like I mean going uphill. But like we were like, no, because he's done it a few times.
Yeah.
This particular,
I've done
Yeah.
this one twice. I've done backcountry.
who'd you do it with?
Fellow Boy Scouts.
Because he's the Eagle
Oh, that's
Scout. Yeah.
right.
And so I did it twice, like down to Phantom Ranch and then once in the backcountry,
Mm-hmm.
just like where there aren't campgrounds. You don't like see anyone. I don't think we saw anyone the entire like 3 days
Isn't
we were
that
out
when
there.
I hear those stories of people like hearing ghosts and like things? at the
Where?
I don't know. They like do like these desolate trails in the Grand Canyon, and they talk about how they hear like chanting and like eerie things. I don't know. I went on like a Reddit thread one time. I like to scare myself.
I want to look this up now. I've never heard of that. I don't think we heard anything spooky.
Right. Well, next week I will bring forth some stories I read, and we can fact check.
I was just gonna say fact check.
We can fact check what's Madison saying this week. Talking about ghosts in the Grand Canyon. I mean, there's got to be ghosts in the Grand Canyon.
Well, yeah, like why is it called Phantom Ranch?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Eagle Scout. What's like the history
Tell
of
us,
the...
Eagle
I don't
Scout.
know. Annamarie was the one that looked up the history when we were coming out.
It was just like about the mules, like because like everything down at the bottom, like we got meals and stuff like that. We only had to eat like our backpacking food like twice or so, but like we bought like we had breakfast one day, which like sausage and eggs and pancakes, and we had dinner that same day, which is like a vegetarian chili. But it was like, but all that stuff is brought down by the donkeys. Like you cannot drive down to Phantom Ranch.
Now, is that stuff that you packed, or
there's like a canteen down there, and you can go and like they cook you meals.
You have to make like reservations. So we did 2 of our meals, then we made the rest on our own with food we packed down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
so it was nice. We didn't have to bring as much
like,
food as like we usually like for our other backpacks. Like we have to bring everything in and like obviously bring everything out. But like with this one, there was already food down there that we like had prepaid for. So.
Oh, okay. So it's not sounding as like you were obviously off the grid. You didn't have any reception, anything like that. Yeah. But it's not there's as like I'm thinking.
There's a phone at the bottom. You can make like
there's a collect call phone down there.
Not that Annamarie's parents answered.
I know. I called my mom 5 times and my dad twice. Didn't pick up.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think they wanted to pay for the collect call.
Oh, it charges?
Yeah, it's like an actual payphone. I'd never used a payphone before.
Before our time, there was like payphones
Steven,
you can make like
for some reason, Steven like knows this. I've never used a payphone in my life.
No.
See, yeah. I
know what a payphone is,
but this one you had to like walk up and you would like pick it up and like dial a number.
1-800-collect.
And then it would be and then you like put in like your person's phone, and then they're like, okay, like do you want to make a collect call? And then like when it goes to that person's phone number, like if I had called you, it would have been like, this is, and then it says like Annamarie, and then it says like, will you accept these charges? And then that's when my parents hung up. Because my dad was like, I'm not paying for this.
Oh, so they were like, she's alive. If she's calling us, she's fine.
But like my mom was so worried, and I thought she would have wanted to like get a call from me, and then she just...
Oh, you guys should have called me.
We probably should have. Because someone would have picked up. I don't know. It was fun to use the payphone. And I was like, we should call someone.
Well, did you call your parents?
No.
No, he didn't. They might not have picked up either.
No,
they were skiing. They were skiing, weren't they?
They probably would have picked up, but like...
My parents just...
I also was like, I don't have anything really to say to you. They've both done it. So it's not like...
That's true, yeah. My
parents...
they've
done it too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my dad's done it 3 times.
His dad went with him for all like the Eagle Scout stuff.
Yeah. And my dad's done it 3 times. I think my mom did it once, but...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got nothing new to tell them about it, and so we're just paying to talk.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
so
we're not
idea
like
was
desolate.
It to go on it? Was it your idea or was it your idea?
Well, I've always like we've done a few backpacks, and I've always wanted to do the Grand Canyon just like in general. I mean, I've only ever been to the top just to like look down.
Yeah.
But like Steven's done all these times, he said it was really fun, and so.
Yeah, it's super fun because you go down there and then you set up. We spent 2 nights, which is like my favorite thing to do because you're not like packing up the next morning and then moving to a new place. Yeah. So you just have the whole day to like relax. And we went and like walked around like the beach, like on the actual Colorado River.
Yeah.
And then there's like a canteen we could go get lemonade from, and you just like hang out in a nice place.
So we weren't like desolate, like in the middle of
no.
Like we've done backpacks. Like the last
we used
one
our credit card there.
Yeah, no, we literally used like their square. Like it was not like the one we did before this. We did 4 days and 3 nights. Had like we were trudging through water for 40 miles.
Yeah,
no service.
There
was no
a single other person. Did we see?
We saw like 2 or 3 other people.
Yeah.
But like
I think I remember you guys going on that
for 4 days. We were just like alone in the woods.
That was one of the most brutal backpacks I've done. Just because
this one was like a breeze compared to that. Like when there were people. Like we like talked to people at the campground. Like it wasn't that bad.
No. Oh, well, that's cool. All right. Well, fine. I would say I want to do it, but the walk up sounds...
You could get a mule ride up if you...
You could, yeah. You could
I don't want to be that person. Judged.
Put on some, like, little cowboy boots and take your mule
on
right
the mules
up.
looked like they were having fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just like...
Just rode past us and laughed as we were like dying.
Yeah, what did you say?
They were just like rode past us on their ponies. They're just like going up the hill. We're like...
The hike out, it actually wasn't that bad until like the last like mile and a half.
It took us like an hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
we were like cruising, and then you hit that last mile and a half. You hit such an elevation where it's like hard to breathe. And
well, yeah.
Like every 30 feet we had to stop.
Well, yeah. Like we would play, horrible. Not that this is nearly the same, but growing up, we would always do a soccer tournament in Colorado. Mm-hmm. Oh, and our coaches would be like, the altitude, it's going to get you, it's going to get you. So we would have to do all this conditioning. And I mean, it just never felt like enough because, you ran one game and we're just like,
it was so hard.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we had a fun time.
Yeah,
I mean, the pictures were really cool. Go check out the photos on Yoga by Annamarie. Oh. It was a pretty photo that you got.
Yeah.
Oh, we got tons of like super cool ones. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, we had a really fun time.
Would you do it again?
I would do it again. Yeah.
In like a couple of years. I mean, most backpacks I wouldn't like immediately go do again. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is my third time doing it. So clearly.
And you have to get the permit thing, like the lottery thing, which is, I mean, it took us a year and a half to just get these ones. And so. Mm-hmm. And
this one I'd probably go back after COVID because the canteen like was closed. Normally you can go in there and like play cards and stuff, and they got like games and tables and.
Oh. Yeah. Wow. It sounds kind of
cute. It was fun. We had a really good time.
That's good. Yeah. Do they have plumbing?
Yeah, there were like down at the bottom. Yeah, I didn't use the wilderness bathroom at all ever. It was only like flushing toilets.
What's the wilderness bathroom? A bush?
Yeah.
Right? Is that just like a
like digging a hole with a shovel?
I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We packed in our toilet. We buy these little like tiny little toilet paper things at REI, and I brought them with us, but like all the toilets down at the bottom were flushing toilets.
Oh, good.
Which I was like super surprised about. It was nice.
Yeah. Better than the last one we did, Priya Canyon, where like if you go bathroom in a certain section, you have to like put it in a bag and take it with you because you're like at a river.
All number 2, you have to take it with you in your bag. Yeah. So we like it's like the mind like plays games. Like I like for those 4 days, like if I don't have like the home flush advantage here, you physically like don't have to go.
Yeah. Your body just reacts.
Because I wasn't going to carry that out.
Going to carry, like, especially if you go, like, day 1. You got, like, 3 more days.
Then you carry that around, like, with your food, with your clothes, like, with everything. It's just strapped to your back, and you have to take it out no matter what.
Wow. I'm speechless.
That was,
Who would have thought? I got nothing to say to that other than, okay.
Then you can hike the Grand Canyon then, because you can take a nice flushing toilet.
There's, like, 2 bathrooms on each trail, like going down.
Yeah, there's pit stops, there's like water, there's like hand sanitizer. It's like a normal place.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyways.
Well, look at you little outdoorsy people. I'm
Fun.
Proud of you.
But
I have to live vicariously through you guys since clearly I don't. Burning desire.
But it was fun and it was interesting, but I think the most interesting stuff happened to Annamarie right after we came back, and she went to Florida.
Oh, yes. Annamarie is a huge fan of NASCAR, for those who aren't aware.
I am. No shame. NASCAR is a great sport.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Our only notable alumni from Ironwood Ridge High School is a NASCAR driver.
That is so, literally.
So,
and
there you go.
Now, in NASCAR, he's like, Alex Bowman, if you watch this, please
maybe we'll
come
have
on the podcast.
NASCAR audience. We know you. I'm just kidding.
Annamarie
kind of knows him.
No,
She's
my dad. Where was it? We like okay. So my family, we like backstory. We like take trips to watch NASCAR races. Like we don't just go here in Phoenix. We go all over. Yeah. And we went to Atlanta, and he had just started like in NASCAR. He was like a legit driver. And my dad like found I think it was like his agent on the internet, and emailed him, and he's like, hey.
What? Oh, I didn't know that's how you ended up talking.
Oh, my dad, he's just like, hey, like we're coming from Arizona to Atlanta just for this race. He's like, can we meet Alex Bowman? She's like, my daughter went to his high school. And the guy's like, oh, sure. He's not even busy. Like, just show up. And so we like literally rolled down to the pits. He got us these like really special passes. Oh. And he just like walked. I mean, now this would never happen. He's huge. He like races like Jimmy Johnson, one of like the biggest NASCAR drivers ever. He retired, and now Alex Bowman has his number. Like he's a legit like actual racer. But like when he wasn't, he came out, he like took pictures with us and he tweeted about me. He's like, oh my gosh, like just met some fans like all the way from Arizona.
That's cool.
It was really cool. And so anyways, yeah, I love NASCAR and we went to the Daytona 500.
Well, while Annamarie was at NASCAR, I have a little update on my NASCAR.
What? Oh, God.
And cut.
Canceled. Speaking of canceled, my car. So if you guys don't remember my gas gauge just like randomly stopped
Crapped
working.
out.
Well, I had to go get gas last week and it works again. So I have no idea. Do you have any comments on, I guess you're right about the like pick getting stuck?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, just came loose and is just fine now. Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's fixed. My engine light is currently off. My tire pressure light's currently on. So that is the state.
An easy fix.
Well, that is also faulty. Everything's faulty. That's also faulty because I actually am kind of a mechanic myself and
did your own custom wiring.
I just unplugged everything because it made it easier. No, I put air in my tires very regularly. I'm not afraid.
I've never done that.
Oh, I'll teach you.
Steven has done. Oh yeah, I've never done it myself. But
so my gas gauge is fixed. My tire pressure light is just faulty, so that's currently on. But if I had to go get emissions today, I would pass. Maybe.
Maybe. Has it been long enough? Have you gone through a full cycle?
Of?
You got to go like 200 or 300 miles without having the check engine light on.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. How would they know?
Your car knows. Yeah.
And it tells them?
It keeps track?
Well, God, I need a new car.
Yeah.
Is my conclusion for that.
So what are you going to get? Because it's kind of impossible to get one now.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll just have to actually take it to a mechanic and get it looked at. But, I have a big update, so maybe I could get a new car.
Ooh.
And also leading into why it's probably for the best that we did not record last week. Because while you guys were skipping and hopping and jumping through the Grand Canyon, I was in a state of full emotional turmoil.
Oh, no.
I think I literally experienced every single emotion you can experience in the course of 2 days. I was exhausted. And that is because, drum roll please, I have a new job.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I ended up accepting that job that I was
Wow.
interviewing for. It feels good, except it was very sad. Like, as soon as they offered me the job, I was happy, but then immediately just the depression set in of like, okay, so I have to quit the golf course. That's like, whatever. I can live with that.
Yeah.
It was having to quit
Yeah.
that just sent me into a
Yeah.
tailwind.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize you'd have to. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I can still help on the weekends and stuff.
Yeah.
The good thing about this job, it's event planning, but all the events happen during traditional business hours
That is nice.
during the week. So there's a very rare case of weekend work and like late night work. So I can still help
Yeah.
execute, but yeah, I can't go into the studio anymore. And that's what held me off for so long for applying to jobs, is because the second I would leave the golf course, I would buy proxy, have to leave. So I was putting it off, but this ended up being a really good opportunity and I was kind of ready to take that next move. But you guys have no idea. Like, Chris was like, I was genuinely scared because like he had no idea. He's like, I've never seen you that upset. Like,
Oh my God.
they called, they offered me the job and I was like, yeah. And then of course I'm like, let me think about it, whatever. And hung up the phone. I cried, just bawled. Mitchell was home. I think Mitchell was home like after, and I just like everything started setting in and I was just like, no, like, oh my, I was like, it's really doing this. I'm like, the guilt, like it, I guess like what I felt the most was guilt. And I don't even know why I felt, well, like, I know why I felt guilt, but everyone's like, you don't need to feel guilty. Like, it's a part of growing up. But I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's not the same. Like, you don't understand what Gary has done for me. Like, so I just bawled
I
all
get it.
night.
It's definitely harder when it's like a smaller like startup kind of company where it's like a small group of people. But yeah, no, I feel you.
Oh, I was hysterically crying. You would have thought I like broke up, like had the worst breakup of my life with how blubbering and like couldn't like get it together, like thinking about it, crying. God. I cried all night because they called me at like 4:00. Well, and then, so to give context to it, last week was Valentine's Day. I haven't even told you guys about what the heck Valentine's Day was.
I'm sure that was fun.
Oh my gosh. So Monday was Valentine's Day. Tuesday, I went in person for the interview. So I'm exhausted and like go to this thing. And Tuesday, I go in for the interview. They offer me the job like 3 hours later, like after I go in.
Yeah.
So it's like the emotions of like, I just got through Valentine's Day, like the hardest, probably the hardest holiday to do for a flower shop. And then all this stuff. And so it was the guilt of like, I just did this with Gary and now I'm leaving. I'm like, that just looks so bad. So yeah, I cried all night. And then I woke up in the morning and cried some more. And then on Wednesday, because I was like, I have to tell him like ASAP. Yeah. So
what did he say?
So I went into work on Wednesday and he was fine. He didn't know anything that was going on. I'm literally fighting back tears all day. I waited all day.
You waited? I would have gotten that done right away. I couldn't have held that in.
We had too much to do. And I knew if I'm reacting like this, I'm assuming Gary's going to have some feelings too. So I'm like, I can't waste this day. After Valentine's Day, we go through everything.
Yeah.
So I finally told him, and yeah, just I'm blubbering and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like I had to grow up and kind of move on. So I just like explained it and he was super happy for me.
I was going to say, I knew he would be.
I knew he would be too. And everyone, like my dad, I literally was on the phone with my parents, like back and forth, like just crying.
Oh my God.
Like both of them were like, are you okay? I'm like, no.
Not at all.
No.
I got a job offer.
Yeah. I got a good career move and I'm upset. Yeah. It was terrible. No, he was super happy for me, super supportive. He totally understood where I was coming from. And thankfully he was smart enough not to cry in front of me because I think I would have I think I would have lost it. Yeah, no, he was super happy, super understanding. And then but like I felt better after telling him, but I really didn't because then like I went home, I cried all the way home.
Oh my God.
And then thankfully, I mean, the only relief was the fact that I had the day off the next day to just like reevaluate. But I mean, I still don't feel like I'm happy, but I still like, my heart is a little tender still.
Yeah.
And yeah, I went back today, but he worked from home, so I didn't even get to see him. I feel like I might cry one more time, but I'm trying to hold it together because I hit my threshold. Those emotions in 48 hours.
It's a lot.
Oh my God. I was like, if we had recorded a podcast last week, I would have been crying and like puffy.
That would have been a prime episode 3, the crying episode.
Yeah, episode 3. Madison has lost her mind. It was
such an Aquarius thing of you to
do. Yeah, just really. Well, no, the Aquarius thing of me to do would have been to bottle up all those emotions, but they were too strong. They came right out. But yeah, so I have a new job.
Yay, that's awesome.
I'm going to start it March 7th is my first day.
Okay.
So my last day at the golf course is this upcoming weekend. So I've like started telling the members, selfishly hoping one of them's going to be like devastated. Haven't gotten like that strong of a
they're all like, finally she's leaving.
Yeah, they're like you haven't been here a while, so but yeah, so that's my big life update.
Yeah,
I mean,
cool.
I swear to God, we started this podcast and now just everything in my life is constantly changing. I don't know if I'm just, more positive about life, that all these fun and exciting and like crazy things are happening, and I'm finding just like hilarity and absolutely nothing, but I don't know. I feel like I've lived 1,000 lives in 3 weeks.
Just in the span of this podcast.
In 3 weeks.
Gotta
and it's all on video. Yeah. It's all on video. Isn't that the whole point?
Gotta keep it up so we don't run out of content.
I guess so. I'm like, God, new job. I'm like, what's next? Am I buying a house next week? Maybe.
Oh God, it's so hard right now.
No, trust me. I wouldn't even know how to start buying a house and don't want to buy a house.
My brother is because he is at that age, but he's sending me stuff like ranches in Wyoming. He's like, you, me, and Michael should go in on this. And it's like, what are you talking about, dude? But it's just because you can't find like a house anywhere for like a reasonable price. My parents' house, I don't want to say how much it was, but it's like over double what they paid for it.
I believe it. Yeah, everything is. So yeah, no house buying here.
Probably a smart choice.
But I will always have a story. I do make that promise to you guys,
to the viewers,
and to you, to the viewers, my audience of me. But yeah, so that was sad. And then I had to just, after that emotional turmoil, there was a tournament at the golf course, so then I had to work all of that. So I haven't had a day off in a while. There was that Thursday day off, and I'll be off on Thursday again. And then
very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited now. And on that note, Steven sent me the first draft of us with video, and always trying to keep it real with you guys. Always have to fact check.
Fact checking time.
Yeah, but I'm impressed. I didn't say anything too crazy.
Just that Mitchell shoved the forks on the toaster.
Which I apologized to him for. As soon as we were done recording, I ran home and was like, Mitchell.
Oh my God.
I kind of said this about you. Do you think that happened? He's like, that is 100% not an accurate claim. But it's funny.
It was funny.
Yeah,
Caught me off guard.
Yeah. When I listened back, you were laughing hard. I was like, got him. That's always kind of the goal. But yes, so Mitchell would like me to state that no, he was not shoving forks in the toaster.
He learned that lesson when he was younger.
Yeah, we all know better than that. So Mitchell's not.
Oh God.
Mitchell's not all there. I'm trying to think. I don't think I said anything that crazy. Everything was actually true. So we can chalk up those truth aspects of it. But in case I ran into a scenario where I couldn't fact check, I did think I should share. After, accepting this job offer, I proceeded to panic purchase all work clothing.
Yeah, because that's what I would do.
Yeah. Even though you have a ton of work clothing.
I know, you have stuff for like weddings and everything.
We have 3 closets of her clothes.
I've had so many different types of jobs. I've needed the right attire.
Well, yeah. I mean, for the last year and a half, I was either unemployed from the pandemic.
Yeah.
My other job didn't require us to like dress anything crazy. So I had all like regular clothes. But for the last year and a half, I've been wearing leggings. I've either worn a uniform at work or leggings and some variation of like a flower t-shirt.
Yeah.
So I panic purchased.
Is it like business professional at the
No,
office?
that's the thing. It's not. It's not even like.
I was like, wait, what's the dress code here?
No, they say business casual. But then when I was interviewed with the women, they were wearing like Converse sneakers, jeans, and t-shirts.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I just.
So you went and bought some Converse and then.
No, in fact, I made a list of everything that I bought.
Ooh.
I bought 5 pairs of black boots.
5 pairs of black boots.
It's a little steep.
Yeah, it's a lot. But, I got them from Steve Madden. They were having 40% off their clearance.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So
and I don't plan.
$200.
Keep in mind, I do not plan to keep all of this stuff. Okay. I mean, you buy online, you have to like buy it all and try it on to see what like works.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
but you're like, I need a boot for every day of the week.
The problem is what if I end up liking it?
Oh.
That's true.
So I bought I bought 5 pairs of black boots. I went to Target and purchased a blazer, a couple shirts, a couple pants, and like an extra jacket. I did return all of that except for the blazer. So I'm ahead. Okay. Keep that in mind.
Okay, yeah.
This is literally...
We're ahead.
Yeah. And again, timeline. Monday, Valentine's Day. Tuesday, Wednesday, bawling, crying. Thursday, this is what I did on my day off. Panic shop. I was clearly trying to heal something from within me. So went to Target, bought a bunch of clothes, and then just straight up robbed the Gap. I bought 17 things on Gap.
Online?
17 things.
I don't know if I own 17 clothing items.
I don't think you do.
I wear the same pair of underwear every day.
Steven.
That's true.
No.
It is.
Today, while I was waiting for you guys to like buy the microphone or whatever, I found the perfect white dress. So I just bought. Nice. So now I got to go return everything. So I'll go do that now after we're done here. I mean, that's just how I've been taught to shop. My mom does the same thing. She would just go to like Saks Off Fifth and just buy one of everything and then take it back.
Yeah.
That sounds so horrible to me.
I mean, it's not pleasant.
Yeah.
But it's also hard because sometimes the dressing rooms aren't open still. Like Target, you still can't try on clothes.
I went to a Target with my mom recently. We couldn't try anything on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It sucks.
I have to try things on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Me too. Does make
I'm
sense.
too short. Everything I bought was like too long. Something was supposed to be at your mid-thigh. It was down to my calf. I don't realize I'm that short till put that on. I'm like, great. This is awesome. So, yeah. So no fact checking, but panic purchasing. Not a good review this week. So I'll return it all and feel much better next week.
Yeah.
Right? That's all good. So yes, I don't think I will have a story for many years to come that will ever top the woman coming into my apartment unless she comes in again. Then that's a habit.
That's a whole other ball game.
then that's the police maybe. But I do have some interesting things that happened on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day at a flower shop. You know, I of course will order flowers for Valentine's Day, but man, my heart goes out to all those florists. It's nuts.
Oh yeah, the like one day of the year that's their work is just grueling.
Just ridiculous.
Valentine's Day was the first time in a long, I think it might have been the most stressful day of my life. I don't think I've ever experienced that stress and just ongoing. Like it was 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. just 12 hours. Mitchell made like 24 deliveries.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Just driving like around and drop stuff.
He had to drive to the east first and then Central Phoenix. But the week leading up to Valentine's Day, we obviously are trying to collect the orders, whatever. This guy calls and it's from a Tucson number. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And I realized I didn't go back to asking. So you guys haven't seen Tinder Swindler?
No.
Mm-mm.
Right. Okay. Well, the premise of it, should I ruin it for you? I mean, that's nothing.
You can say it, or are you gonna actually ruin it for like the audience?
Oh yeah, maybe the audience hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's like a Tinder man who like defrauds people, right?
Yeah, and his tactic
is like he proposes like super rich, right? Isn't he like poses like this like wealthy
guy?
Yeah,
so his tactic was to just scare people. Is essentially like threaten and scare people, whatever.
Okay.
So this phone number calls from Tucson. So I was like, okay, so I answer. Hi, thanks for calling. This is Madison.
Sorry.
I always hate when that happens.
It happens at the worst time. Like I was at the Daytona 500, all of a sudden I was like
blinding whatever people. So I answer it, and so this guy answers, and he's like, "Hi, yes, whatever," but he's mumbling, and you can like hear every third or fourth word truly. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, sir. Like, I can't understand what you're asking. And he's just saying, he's mumbling. Basically, what I gathered was he had placed an order 20 minutes prior on our website and said, I just wanted to make sure the order went through. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Again, if we haven't learned by now, is not a big company.
Yeah.
We know when orders come through.
Yeah.
It goes over, like, whatever. And I'm immediately like kind of panicking because I'm like, no, we definitely didn't get an order. So I check and I'm like, hi, sir. Yeah, I checked. Can you give me your name? I just can't understand what he's saying.
Oh my God.
Like he's spelling it out for me, but it's going like D as in dog, F as in whatever, like all over the place. I'm trying to write it down. I have like every third word. I'm like, I don't know. So then I'm like, just kind of calling out names of people that ordered, hoping maybe one of them sticks, whatever. Can't figure it out. His name's not there. So then he's like, can I essentially what I gathered, he's like, I'm going to send you a screenshot of my order. And I'm like, perfect. Because I asked for the order number too. And he started listing out the order number. It was like 17348, like a 10-digit number. I'm like, sir, if you ordered with us, your order number would be 200.
Yeah.
So he sends me this screenshot, and I should pull it up. And on his order, he orders a Mylar balloon. We don't offer those. A stuffed animal. We don't offer those. And like a giant greeting card for $9.
Oh my God.
That's what threw me off. I was like, giant greeting card for $9. I'm like, okay. And so I'm relieved. So this is...
If you send it to me, I can put it on the YouTube screen.
Oh, okay. Even better. So I'll show you the screenshots later. But yeah, so his order total came out to $130.20 because he had a $24.95 service fee. Sketchy.
Oh my God.
But he had free delivery and tax. So, this is what his greeting card message said. To my queen, thank you for putting up with this C-R-A-R-A guy. Maybe crazy. Guy. I am honored to be the king in your heart. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Moi.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay.
Moi.
Yeah. And I'm like looking at this website, and when you look at it, you'll notice like this just looks sketchy. So I'm relieved. I'm like, oh my God, sir. Not excited, but I'm
sir.
Like, yeah, I'm like, oh, sir, I am so sorry. Yeah, I looked at the order, and yeah, that's not our website. You did not order from StemSwag. And he starts getting like angry, and that's when I can start understanding him a little better. He's like, what do you mean? Yeah, I did. You're StemSwag, right? I'm like, yeah, we're StemSwag. He's like, I saw you on the news. Oh. And we're like, okay.
He knows what you look like.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, sir, I understand that. I'm like, but that's not our ordering portal. We don't offer Mylar balloons. We don't offer teddy bears. I'm like, we're not a company like that. And he freaks out, and he's just like clearly frustrated, and he's getting like exasperated. And I'm like, I'm really sorry. Like, I don't know if you got, he's like, I typed in your website and this came up. I'm like, well, then maybe someone's pretending to be us. I don't know. If you feel like you got scammed, you should call your credit card company.
Yeah.
So he hangs up on me. So I think that's the end of that. I go back to doing my work. No, he texts.
Oh God.
And for the sake of ease, I will correct what he wrote. He was half illiterate in this message, so I'll fill in the blanks here. I don't know what I'm going to do. If she doesn't get them and I told her I was doing this, she's going to leave, and I don't know what I'll do, but I know I won't live if I lose my queen. This sucks on so many levels. ... A true Valentine's Day massacre. My
my God.
My heart will not beat correctly. ... Wow. With a broken heart emojis and like the pouty face emoji.
Oh my God.
So if you watch the Tinder Swindler, immediately those are the sirens going off in my head. I'm like, Valentine's Day massacre, like state of emergency, like all this stuff. And I'm just like, and again, this is a Tucson number. So I'm like, okay, so this is
weird.
I'm like, so this has got to be a scam, right? But like, I'm just like, I don't know what to do, guys. So then not only does he send that text message, he follows up with like
ew, like those weird like giant
Google
emojis.
Google image downloaded
like
photos.
Clip art.
Definitely send those to me.
I showed them to Madeline. She called them NFTs.
NFT.
She's like, he's sending you NFTs. I'm like, I have no idea. So then Gary doesn't know what's going on. I basically told him, like, Gary, there is like some rogue man sending text messages. So then the guy calls back again. So then I'm on the phone again with him, explaining to him, like, that is not us.
Yeah.
Call your credit card company. We think you got scammed. And he's like, I just don't understand. We're like, we can take your order, but we can't help you get your money back. Like, that's not our job. Yeah. And he just hangs up again and sends another text message.
Oh my God.
I know this for now. I just found out. If whoever is a scammer, then I'm fucked, and she may be calling you guys to get the floral arrangement for the service. I'm just saying. ... Don't take it too serious. God bless N, the letter N, goodbye.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I was hoping maybe you guys could shed some light. I'm like, this is just...
No, it's just crazy.
So he was telling you guys that you're getting scammed?
I don't know if he was trying to tell us that she was going to call. I'm like, who's she?
Oh, like his queen.
Yeah, the queen that will leave him.
I mean, dude, if your relationship is banking on your Valentine's Day order.
Getting a Nylar balloon and a stuffed animal teddy.
And a giant card. Yeah.
You got me a balloon and a stuffed animal teddy, but I didn't get the card.
Yeah.
This is over.
Yeah, it's over.
Oh my God.
So those are the types of people. Like, people really come out of the woodwork on Valentine's Day. I couldn't believe it.
That is wild.
This is the one time a year I need to show my affection.
Yeah. But yeah, so that guy called. So then I thought that was the end of it.
Oh my
and
God.
I mean, it's a quick follow-up. So he sent that at like 1:00 that day. Literally, I'm going to bed. He fucking texted again. She got her deliver.
What?
At 11 p.m.
From
he texted
who?
that.
So there was some company just went to the wrong website and
he just decided to harass the wrong people.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
She got her deliver.
Her deliver.
That's the kind
First
of
of all,
old
didn't even send it on Valentine's.
Deliver.
How is it a Valentine's Day massacre? He had it delivered on the Friday. I think that was a Thursday. He sent it on the Thursday before.
What?
Maybe even a Wednesday, actually.
So I gave myself to Annamarie the night before. That's because we were
It's like
hiking
close enough, though. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Thursday.
That's fine. I don't even celebrate Valentine's Day half the time because it's so close to mine and Chris's birthday. So we like.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We like order takeout and we're like, Happy Valentine's Day.
I think that's what we did last year.
Yeah, we really.
But we were at the Grand Canyon with some New York bartender.
Nice.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Good times.
Watching the Olympics.
But yeah, so I don't know who that guy ordered from, but good for him. I'm glad his queen got his deliver.
And their relationship wasn't destroyed.
And it's saved and there's no massacre.
Yep, no Valentine's Day massacre. I couldn't believe, but yeah, you'll have to watch Tinder Swindler because that's
really
exactly
watch it
that's
now.
exactly what I thought of. I was like, oh,
I've heard
a
it's
scam.
super interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy, but yep, that's my big story for the week was just getting harassed by people. Just crazy requests. You really learn the public, who's in the public, and like count your blessings that you don't see them all the time. I guess
especially after you go on like local news, then you really find out who's out there.
Yeah. I truly, but yeah. Yep. And so with that being said, I thought the best part is that we should recap what we learned this week. And honestly, I learned that I overcommitted myself last week, accepting a job, going to a job interview, having Valentine's Day, and resigning that job all in the same week was a lot.
That was a lot.
So I'm glad we were able to get together this week. And with that being said, don't forget to check us out on all platforms. Anyone else have any closing remarks?
Yeah, subscribe on whatever platform you're on. Go to YouTube if you want to watch the video. So hit subscribe, ring the bell.
My facial expressions make it a lot more interesting, that's for sure.
Here's a little noisemaker in the back.
Hi, shout out Winslow, Pod Dog.
He's nervous.
He's like,
Camera shy.
Yeah, you're camera shy.
It's okay, bud.
You can be a producer like your dad.
So yeah.
But awesome.
Join us next week.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a good week.